See, I'm in a position where mine is in the face. It's there all the time for people to see. And people can see that I've suffered something. I feel for other patients where you can't see it.
A lot of people say now, you know, the cancer experience is a long journey. It's not just one incident, like the diagnosis, which we used to focus on. It's a lot of experiences, including side effects and things that, you know, sometimes, quite frankly, we don't help the situation. At least initially, it causes a problem that then has to resolve on its own. But in addition to that, there's how do you start to get back on your feet? How do you adjust to the new you? You know, and what's it like living with that change? And that's a major thing as well, isn't it? Particularly for your cancer, where it's visible to others.
Well, that's right. I mean, even now, I don't like looking in the mirror. It affects me greatly. Although people do tell me, and I believe them now, but it's still hard for me to get to terms that it doesn't bother them. They don't see me as a disfigured person, which I do appreciate that. You know, and I think they generally believe and they generally mean what they're saying. But in my case, with the loss of an eye, as well as my vision was impaired because of, more so for the depth. And
yes, the depth vision, because using that stereoscopic view to judge distances.
That's correct, yeah.
In addition, there's a visual field effect, because your eyes on the left would be seeing more of the left visual field.
Exactly, yeah. I do tend to have to turn my head more often, you know, but I'm getting used to that now. However, when it came to playing golf, it was a big encumbrance to me, because I couldn't quite get the depth.
Yes, it was a definite difference there.
Sorry, I've got it back again now. To be perfectly honest, I'm not as good as I was, but I'm still doing okay at the golf.
So that means that it's worth persisting with. If you feel there's a slight deficit, it's tempting to, in many of these situations, say, well, I can't do it like I did, I'll give that up.
Right, well, that's a good point, Alex, because what happened was, my golf pro, who's a good friend of mine, he made me play again. I think that's the easiest way of saying it. He forced me to go out onto the golf course and just do one hole. It was terrible. I couldn't even hit the ball. I was hitting the fresh air more than the ball. But eventually, with his persistence, I got playing 2 holes.
Yeah.
But I was still so very weak. And I sort of, really, you know, I was scared. I was scared, and I'm still scared. This is something I just can't get away from, you know. I'd like to think I was over cancer, but I know I'm not. And this is a worrying thing for me.
Yeah.